Okay, this is what I look like without a face on, in case you were wondering. Okay, so if you watched my last couple of videos, you watched Tori and I unbox our BOXYCHARMs and IPSY boxes, and now I am here to try everything that we got between those two boxes. I just feel like, especially like with this month, I only got 3 makeup items in IPSY, so that wouldn't have been very exciting just to watch me try 3 different items on. So this way I get to try a plethora of items. So real quick, I think in case you didn't watch those videos, I'll just refresh on what I got in my bags. So for IPSY, this is the bag that everything came in. The thing I don't have with me was a hair product. It was the CC Caviar Cream. It's a hair repair thing, and I have tried it. It was okay. It's not something it's like I need to have or repurchase. If the price was okay, I haven't looked it up how much it costs, but if it was a fair price, maybe I would look into it. But I do have a lot of those like leave-in conditioners or hair oils that help smooth your hair down and all that stuff. So I don't need another product like that, but it's always good to get those in your bags. The other thing I got that was unmakeup related is this Be Fine Food Skincare, which I just used previous to filming this video as my little skin washing before I put a bunch of gunk on it. And I wouldn't say I hate it, but I just feel, so it has brown sugar, sweet almond, and oats in it, and the brown sugar that's in it, they're just really big granules, and so it just kind of was a little too harsh feeling on my face as I was doing it. And right now it feels okay, but I'm just worried about like later, because I just know like usually if they're too rough like that, they just kind of damage my skin more than they help it. So I know it says to, I mean, I use it on my face, but it doesn't say you're supposed to, so maybe it'll work better as like a body exfoliant in the shower. That's what I'm thinking this is actually probably for, now that I read it, because it doesn't say face anywhere on here, it just says on your skin, so I'm guessing it's for your body. Great, Devin. Good job on reading. Okay, and then the makeup items that I'm going to be trying today, I got the Balm Mary Luminizer highlighter that I will be trying today. I also got a highlighter in my BOXYCHARM, so what I'm probably going to do is one on one cheek and one on the other. I got this lipstick from Hola Neon in the shade, it just says DF, so don't know what that means. And then I got a loose eyeshadow pigment from Furless, and it's in the shade Sneaky, which is like this purpley color. So I'll be trying that. I also got an eyeshadow palette, which you'll see in my BOXYCHARM. So a quick refresher on the BOXYCHARM items that I'll be trying in this video. So I got the Dr. Brandt Luminizing Primer, the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil. We got another lipstick, so I'll probably try one on and then try on the other. They're really similar. Well, I mean, this one's a little bit more purple, but they're still that kind of like dark folly type color, which I really like. This one is from Girl Actic, and it's in the shade Demure. And then the last things I got were this Pure Bronzer and Brightener, and this is the thing I'm probably kind of scared to try because they were just really pigmented. But I will be trying these, and so there's the other highlighter that I'm going to try on the other side of my cheek, and we'll compare the two, see which one's better. And then the last thing I got that I will be trying along with that loose pigment from the IPSY is this Glam Metals eyeshadow palette from Crown. That looks like that. Oh, I just hit myself in the face. Okay, so real quick, when I filmed the BOXYCHARM video with Tori, the battery was dying on my camera for some reason, even though I had charged it. That's the story in of itself, because I think I know what happened, but whatever. So quickly, I'm just going to run through the prices of these things in the BOXYCHARM, because I did not do that in my BOXYCHARM unboxing. So for the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer, it was $38 for this. The IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil is $24. The Glam Metals palette is $25. The Pure Complexion Kit is $34. And the Girl Actic lipstick is $23. So I think when I tallied this up earlier, that totaled $144, so which this box is only going to total $21 a month. So if you ask me, that's a pretty damn good deal. Okay, so first things first is this primer. So we're going to try this. So this is a Pore No More Luminizing Primer, and it's supposed to fill in your pores, give you like a nice flat surface to work with, but also gives your skin like a nice luminizing, natural, dewy glow to it. I've actually never tried any Dr. Brandt products, and that's probably too much. Oops. But I've always really wanted to. It's just really expensive, and so I'm broke. And I just realized I didn't get my mirror ready. Like, what was I expecting to do? Just do the no mirror makeup challenge? Yeah, Devin, no, that's not what we're doing. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna be looking down a lot, and I'm sorry, I just don't have a nifty setup because this isn't what I do on a daily basis. So sorry, I'm just gonna have to be looking down a lot because like my mirror's down here and there's nowhere else I can put it. Ooh, this smells good, but it also kind of reminds me of like grandma. Like she makes her own lotions with essential oils, and this almost smells like one of the lotions that she has. But I like this so far. It feels tacky once it's on my skin, which I like in a primer. I feel like it holds the makeup on my face better, so that's good. I work it in those pores, making sure it's in there. Yeah, I would say like my pores look a little diminished, but I don't really tell that until like I get makeup on it. I've been using the No Poreblem primer, and I've noticed that it's like when I first put it on, I can still see my pores. I don't see them like diminishing, but then once I put my makeup on it, it's just like a smooth layer, and they just like completely disappeared. So I didn't get any foundation in these boxes. So the foundation I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Fit Me in Dewy and Smooth, because I have dry skin, and so this one looks really nice on me, especially when I set it with a powder, because it's not too dry and it's not too oily. And I am in the shade 120, which is Classic Ivory. Yep. The only thing I don't like about this foundation is like the pore bottle, because I always end up getting too much, like that, too much foundation out, and then I either waste it or I put too much on my face. So since I don't need to review this, I'm going to do this really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and while I was gone, I also concealed my face with Tarte Shape Tape and set my face with the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. And what I will say is I probably should have showed you, but before I set my face, let me kind of look at it now. So yeah, it's like even now I can still see like a lot of that radiance from that primer.
The more you know who you are.
But before I set my face, it was almost too radiant. It was too shiny. I think that's because I used that primer mixed with my dewy foundation. So I feel like maybe if I use more of like a full coverage matte foundation, it might have paired well. But now that I've set my face, it's like not too horrible. Actually, it looks kind of nice. For my pores, I mean, I definitely feel like they aren't as noticeable as normal, but I do feel like the No Poreblem primer that I used does kind of fill them in a little bit more. So I don't know. I may have just not using the primer. Who knows? But yeah, it's a good primer. It's not. I'd have to see how this lasts throughout the day. That's the other thing, is do a normal face routine with it and see kind of how it compares to my other primers. So moving on to the next product, I'm going to be using this because this has my bronzer, my blush, and my highlighter. I do have another highlighter, so I will try that as well, but we'll just start with this guy because I'm going to bronze first. Now this bronzer is so pigmented that I'm just like terrified. So I'm going to use my brush and I'm just going to like dabble in it. I'm going to literally dabble in it. Okay, here I go. This might ruin everything. Okay. Oh man. Oh no. Okay. Well, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it is still kind of terrifying. Okay. I'm also not an expert, so like don't judge my techniques or anything, because that's rude. Okay, we'll get the forehead. So yeah, I feel like going in with a light hand really helps. Is it my favorite bronzer? Oh no, absolutely not. I honestly was very interested in using it as an eyeshadow. So that's probably what I'll use that more so for. So next I'm going to try the blush that's in here, and this, oh I should have said, so this was called Blush and Glow, and then this is called Mineral Glow. So this is what we're going to use for our blush. Swatch it really quick for you right right there. So it's kind of like an orangey, corally color. Nothing wrong with that, but again, very pigmented, so I'm just gonna, boop. Okay, yes, so that is very pigmented. But it does add like a nice glow, so it's like if you don't want to use highlighter, you can just use this blush, which is nice. And I am actually really enjoying the color of it. Sorry I'm looking down, I don't have like what the proper equipment I need. But yeah, I really like the blush, so I'll probably definitely use this blush. Okay. Okay, so now I didn't grab my highlighting brush. I'm just gonna use this again. I'm gonna just make sure all that blush excess is off. And so I think on this cheek I'm gonna go in with this highlighter, and on this cheek I'm gonna go in with the balm highlighter that I got in my IPSY bag. And here we go. Ooh, okay. Yep. That is pretty glowy, if I do say so myself. Very pretty though. I do like this highlighter. So yeah, out of this kit, I will definitely use the blush and the highlighter. And I'll probably use the bronzer. I mean, maybe if I want to have like more of a glowy bronze look, but I usually like a matte bronzer. So I'll probably use that more so as eyeshadow if I ever need like that color for any certain look. So that is that. And so now I'm going to take this highlighter that I got in my IPSY bag from the Balm, and it's the Mary Luminizer. And it's this, oh, I forgot to swatch that highlighter. It's fine. And so this one, it doesn't really pick up very well. It's very light, so I feel like it's not going to be as glowy as this one is, but we'll see. So let me clean off my brush since I failed to bring my highlighter brush because I'm an idiot. I'm not at my house, by the way. I don't know if you picked that up. Okay. Yeah. It's pretty, but yeah, definitely more of like a natural glow, not like super illuminizing. I feel like this one has like a little bit more gold in it, but I do feel like they're very similar looking. I don't know if they're like picking up on camera, but I feel like they're pretty dang similar. Now I'm gonna do brows, and I suck at doing my brows. I have this one brow pencil that's amazing that I got in my IPSY bag in December, and I love it. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna do one eyebrow on camera and then do the other one off camera. So this is in the shade Universal Taupe, and again, it's the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil. So I think the whole idea with Universal Taupe is that like everyone can use it, which it's really hard to believe, but like looking at the color of it, I definitely kind of believe it. So I'll try and do this more so you can like see me, but okay, yeah, so this color, definitely like a good color for my brow. And I really am bad at doing my eyebrows, like real bad. And so we'll see how this goes. I mean, it's coming off very nicely. I'm definitely gonna have to carve out my brows though, because I've already like messed up multiple places. Okay, so now I'm at the part where I have to like fake my arch because I don't have one. So, and that's why I really like my other pencil that I have, because it's in the shape of a triangle, so it's just like very easy to do it and fake my arch. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I'm gonna quickly do my other brow off of camera, and then I'll give my final thoughts on this product, and then we'll move on to the eyes. Okay, so today our eyebrows are definitely cousins by marriage. But that's more user error as opposed to the pencil itself. I'm just so used to my other pencil, and this is different than what I've ever used before, but this pencil is actually very nice, and I feel like once I just get more use out of it and kind of get comfortable with using this pencil, it will go smoothly. But I feel like even though they are definitely cousins by marriage, it did not take me very long, and it definitely has taken me longer to do my brows with some other brow products. So this is not a bad option. So yeah, the IT Cosmetics Brow Powder is a good one. Okay, so as I said before, I have the two eye products. I got this Metallics eyeshadow kit as well as this guy right here. But I mean, I guess we'll go with a goldy purple look today. It might be Might be a little interesting, but we'll see. But the first thing I need to do is there are no transition shades in that palette, so I'm going to go into my little Tartelette teas and use like these guys here, just as like a little base color, and get something going. Base color, set that concealer. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this silvery shade up top called Punk, and I'm just going to take my blender brush and I'm going to go right in there and I'm going to put that in the crease. Ooh, very, very gray. You know, try and do more so over here. Whoa, man, that is pigmented. I have no idea what this look is gonna look like. I'm probably gonna look psycho, but whatever. We'll see. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that on the other eye as well. I actually really like this color. It's kind of like an icy, silvery blue color. I use like all the different words to describe what this is, but I mean they all work. Yeah, it's definitely gray, but it has like an iciness to the shade. Okay, so I think next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into that loose pigment, which is like this purpley color, and I'm gonna use my E14, where that number comes from, E18 brush from Morphe. I'm gonna put this, oh that's a lot, that is a lot of product. I'm gonna put this in like the corner of my eye and blend it into the crease a little bit. So starting at the bottom and going into the crease. It's kind of, I don't know if it's because it's like mixed with the gray, but it's kind of almost bluish once it got on my eye, and that could just be me, but it's definitely more blue on the eye than it was in the pan. Never used a loose shadow pigment before. Like, I don't know how pigmented they're supposed to be. I don't know like how. Oh, well now it's okay. Now it's definitely more purple. There we go. Where's the purple? A little bit more purple now. I am making a mess. Oops. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going until we're like 2/3 of the way in. Okay, I'm gonna do this on the other eye now. Yeah, so you definitely need to use more of the loose pigment than like I thought you would. I've never used loose pigments before, so I don't know what's normal for how much product you need to use, but I really do like this shade. It's really cool, pretty purpley, almost bluish color, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's very, very messy. It has a little bit of fallout to it, but it is a loose pigment, so can we really be surprised? So I think what I want to do is use this shade, the Black Metal, because that's the only matte shade in this palette, and when we swatched it, it wasn't super black, so I kind of want to put that in the outer corner of my eye to darken up this look a little bit and see how it actually works out, just because it didn't seem very pigmented when we did swatch it. So let's go. So it's definitely darker than I thought it would be, but I think that's just because I have such a dark color underneath it. I do think the black in itself is still kind of a lighter black. It's not super pigmented. Okay, I mean, it definitely did what I wanted it to, so that's great. But I still am not quite sure how it will play on its own if you didn't have like a color underneath it already. I do feel like it is still kind of like a light black. So gray. Gray is what light black is. Okay. Sorry, I had to pause again. My memory card got full, so I had to dump some of that stuff onto my computer, but while that was happening, I also ate an ice cream cone. So I've decided that I really want to use this coppery orange shade in the middle, which is called Rebel. So I'm gonna put that on my lid, and I'm hoping it will pair nicely with this purple. If not, it's fine, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna use this flat brush from NYX. Doesn't even have a name. Oh, nope, it's 14. Brush 14. case you were wondering. Let's see how this applies. Oh. Wow. That is... it's intense. So it's like really, really pigmented. I didn't even wet my brush or anything, and it's going on great. Don't know how it looks with this look, but it's a look, that's for sure. Pop it down into the corner as well to continue it onto the bottom lash. Okay. I mean, it's definitely a look. It's not an everyday look, but it's a look. That's for sure. I'm just gonna quickly do the bottom lash. I think I'm gonna go back in with that gray punk color that I started off in the crease and just run that along the bottom. Okay, so I think that does it for the eyeshadow. It's definitely an interesting look. I don't hate it. It's not something I would wear every day, but you know, it's kind of cool, I think. Overall thoughts. I made a mess over here. Both of the eyeshadow palette and the loose pigment are pretty pigmented. This took a minute, but I just think it's because I've never used loose pigment before. I didn't know how much you're supposed to put on the brush. I do feel like I'd use a decent amount, so I don't know if that's normal because I've never used a loose pigment, but the color is really pretty. And then as for this palette, I only tried the 3 colors, but out of the 3, the 2 metallic ones that I tried were super pigmented, and then this one would be a good color to like darken up the corner. I don't know how it will play on its own though, because it does seem like kind of more of a sheer black. So I'm not going to put eyeliner on today because I didn't get an eyeliner and I don't feel like wearing an eyeliner. So I'm just going to put some mascara on real quick, and I'm just going to use the Tartist mascara, which we did get in our BOXYCHARM boxes last month. So I'm not going to review it, but it's great. Okay, so there's the final eye look. I do feel like this look could have benefited from a nice wing eyeliner, but like I said, I don't have any eyeliners to review. And I'm not going anywhere tonight, and this isn't a makeup tutorial, it's a review video, so I'm not gonna do it. So that last thing, I have 2 lipsticks to try, so I think I'm gonna put this one on first, give my thoughts on it, go take it off, and then put this one on. And definitely didn't take these colors into consideration when I did my eye look, so don't know what this was gonna look like. So let's go ahead with this one first. This is the one I got in my IPSY bag from Hola Neon. And all it says on the bottom is DF, so I'm guessing that's the shade name. So here is the first lipstick. I really like this color. Don't think I would wear it with this eye look though. It's a little much, but the color is very pretty. It feels very dry though. Like I even noticed that when I was first applying it, it wasn't very creamy or anything. It just felt drier, and it already feels dry now. I don't know what this would feel like later on in the day. And I did have to like put 2 coats on, but the color's pretty, so there's that. So I'm gonna go take this off, and then I'm gonna put the other lipstick on. Okay, I'm back, and this time I have the second lipstick on already, the Girl Actic that I got in my BOXYCHARM. Some technical difficulties, so I missed the whole me trying it on. But between these 2, I feel like this one was far superior. It was thicker, creamier. I only had to dip the wand in once, whereas this one I had to dip it in twice. The colors on both of them are very pretty, but again, this one just kind of beats it out, this one, by a little bit. So this lipstick definitely won for me. As for the rest of the products that we've tried today, ones I want to mention, the eyeshadow palette I really enjoyed. The shadows are super pigmented, except for the black, but that's fine. And I don't really have a lot of metallic colors in this shade category, I guess. So I'm really excited to be able to use those and add those to my collection. The lipstick is probably another one of my favorite things, as well as the eyebrow pencil. I feel like once I get more playtime with it, I'll be better at it and be able to utilize it more. One thing I was kind of disappointed by was this primer. I mean, the fact that it's $38 and it only does half of the things it says it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be pores no more and luminizing. Definitely luminizing. Definitely doesn't cover up my pores. My No Pore Blown primer does a better job at that, and it's only 11 bucks. So if you want a luminizing primer, I do think this is a good one for that, but don't expect the whole no pores thing. Other than that, that's what I have for you today. This is my look. These are my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed them, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye!